sometimes some people have this mindset: either you figure it out or you get left. But some great coaches can adapt to their personnel and say, all right, we don't have the Golden States of the old, but let's figure out how we can make this new version of Golden State and make it work. You get what I'm
That's what
saying? And I
I feel
think he
like
can
that.
do that.
And that's why I feel like the hot take is Steve Kerr's not that great of a coach that everybody want to give him out to be. Just
Mm.
my personal opinion that I have felt
I'm
for.
not going. I'm not going to go that far. You can't go that far and say he's
I
not a
don't.
good
I don't
coach.
believe. I don't believe he's a. That's what I said. He's a good coach, but I don't believe he's as great.
Oh, that part of it. Okay, I
Yes,
can see that because
yeah, I
the
believe.
players he got, he was gifted,
Some
and all
elite
you got to
players.
do is tell them to go out there and have fun and create a
And
couple
Aaron,
schemes
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
hey, think
go to
about
work.
this. You think about all the years since during their championship run, all the years when they were not fully whatever you want to call them. How did those Warrior teams look? It's like a front running kind of thing. When everyone they got all the horses, oh, it's great.
But that's
They
basketball,
limited
though.
them
When that stable a little short, it's a
when that
little bit
stable a little
different.
short. It's like, but a lot of these teams, when you think about the Miami Heat, the Miami Heat is consistently always winning. Eric Spoelstra, no matter what kind of team he got, you gonna always consider the Miami Heat
Man,
in the
eighth place
mix.
ain't winning, man.
But
Getting
no,
Hey,
eliminated
listen, but you
first
can't
round.
say eighth place ain't winning. Eighth place got them to the finals.
they got to the finals as an eighth seed.
So you
Yeah, but
can't say that because that means
that was
they went.
one
Listen,
time.
they went
That
through the
was one.
number one seed.
Come on,
But
babe.
that was because of injuries. It wasn't
Well,
like they was
It's
AFC
sports
because
though;
they
it don't make
wasn't
no
good.
difference
but
No,
whether
baby,
no,
you
no,
what?
no,
you
no.
full strength or
Look.
not.
I'm saying like the true AC. When they don't, when they what they got, when they had
Yeah,
the AC, it was a lot of injuries, and they figured it out later, and they
Yeah,
started to gel at the right time.
but
right.
But
babe,
what I'm saying, like,
okay.
what have the Miami Heat did in the last 3 years?
No, I'm not necessarily saying the Heat. What I'm saying is, as a coach,
You
can
come
no
out eat
matter
as
what the
opposed to
roster looks like, no matter who you got, can you galvanize the troops to remain always relevant and competitive? The Warriors have missed the
Mhm.
playoffs 2 of the last 3 years.
Because what division they in? The
But but
West.
but wait, but again, when
But
you're
that
a
you
great
can't say that though,
coach,
babe.
when
Hey,
you're a great
if the Warriors go to the East, bro, I promise you they make the playoffs every year.
But
but
that's been the way it's been though forever though.
yeah, we but
If
we
you go
you
back to
know where
early
you
two
are.
thousands, you look at the different records. You got eight seed in the East making it 15 games below 500.
That's what I'm
And if
saying.
they over in the West, they ain't gonna make it at all.
Exactly. You just proved my point. Look, if
But
you
But
in the
no,
so
West, it's a
but
harder
but I'm
time to get in there.
no, but you know, I'm not again, Beck, I'm not disagreeing with that, right? What
Yeah.
I'm saying, the premise of being a great coach.
right.
As a great coach, can you always find that piece, that nugget, that whatever it is to continue to make sure that your team is always relevant? And
Yeah.
what I'm saying is Steve Kerr is good when everything is good. Soon as we get a kink in the armor, that team is no longer good. Because I think it goes back to what you said. It becomes so systematic that if you lose a piece of the system, it's not going to work out. And
Right.
that's how I look at him. He like, they're not, they're good when everything is great. Jimmy Butler got hurt, everything kind of started falling apart. And
Hmm.
again, Jimmy Butler's a big piece to what they were trying
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I see Steve Kerr, I just see him as the guy that just is fortunate enough to have it. To me, it showed his colors in the goddamn Olympics 4 years ago or 3 years ago. You feel me? To not play Jason Tatum? Oh, come on, bro. Man just won a championship and beat you. But he got to sit around and be the 12th man off the bench when you playing Drew Holiday and what's the ball guy?
Hey man, they won. They won the gold. They won it all. They won.
Man,
Hey,
they
Hey,
won the gold because they
hey,
had Steph Curry, LeBron James, and Kevin Durant.
hey, I feel you, but okay. So here's the
everything was
thing.
right.
Everything was right.
Where do you put Tatum at?
Huh?
Where do you put Tatum when you got those players on the floor? Because
Tatum would have been playing before Drew Holiday, and Tatum would have been playing before what's
well,
it?
is
But
Tatum a
that's two
better
different
defender?
positions though. You
Time
can't
out.
say
Time
that.
out. Is Tatum a better defender than Drew Holiday?
On a court with KD and Anthony Edwards. Because are you telling Tatum just to go play defense?
No, but what I'm saying is you got to figure out it's all it fit. You know, we I get the name. Nothing taking nothing away from JT, man. An elite player, great
Right.
basketball
Yeah.
IQ. But I'm saying if you got LeBron James, Kevin Durant, that's
Okay.
kind of taking most of your
Let me
minutes.
ask you this then, Bake.
Yeah.
So if you wasn't gonna play him, what the hell you selecting for?
Because if
It's a
somebody get
piece in
hurt,
case you need it.
yeah,
Nah,
And for the
but
experience.
yeah,
he
That's just
just
like going back to the dream team. Why did they have Christian Laettner? How much did he play?
well
yeah.
because but at that time you had to always add a college kid when they first started that. They had to add at least one college kid to come on. But I'm looking at JT. He had just won the championship,
I got
and
you.
you're playing Drew Holiday,
Who's an
right?
elite defender?
Who's an elite defender who just won a championship with him. And
Yeah.
then you playing well, I can't think of this man's name. What's the bald guy?
Um.
White. What's his
Oh,
first name?
James
Yeah. James White.
White.
Not James White.
Not
What is the boy
oh
name?
man, White. It is White though. It's
It's
White.
White from Boston.
Yeah, but you're playing him more minutes than you are JT. You're to me, you're not solidifying the thought process to why JT is not getting burned, but he is. You're not solidifying that to me, man. That's my
Hey,
problem.
White was an elite. He was shooting threes. He was stretching the floor. He was playing. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying JT couldn't have did that, but I don't know if JT wanted to get more burn or if he was just cool to be out there. You know,
Man, JT was not
JT
just
just
cool to
came
being out there.
off of a championship. Is he
yeah,
really tripping? He about to
yeah.
win
Like,
gold.
bro, I just
But
won
again,
that
but why?
championship.
So Drew Holiday and White didn't have the same. They was on the same damn team. What
But
are
Derek
you
White.
out here?
Derek White, but I don't
Derek White.
Derek
like I
White.
said,
There we go.
I'm not saying like he could have played. Of course, he could have played more, but I'm saying it worked. They whatever they had going, it worked. And if he didn't
That's
want to
because
play JT,
Steve Kerr is not great. Good. Will he be in the Hall of Fame?
okay, let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you an
Not
honest.
great.
I'm gonna ask you an honest question.
Yes, sir.
Tell me who in the West
Uh-huh.
that galvanize their players and they're always relevant, even when no matter the roster, no matter the circumstance, and it's in the West, they always are relevant in the conversation of potentially making the playoffs.
All right.
Dollar.
Well, so we got to think about it. There's a lot of turnover that didn't happen, right? But for the most part, the Timberwolves have remained relevant since they've had their coach. And they've had injuries and people falling in and new positions switching up, right? Um, let me see. That's really it because there's been a lot of turnover as far as coaches.
That's what I'm
Coaching
saying.
wise.
Like at the end of the West is so cutthroat. Like even with the Timberwolves, they just start being relevant these last few years. When I think they got Anthony Edwards. I think the year before that, I don't think they made the playoffs. But the next year they end up doing well, and that's when they start catching strides and making their strides. But they had their nucleus. Their core never. Anthony Edwards only got hurt this year.
No, what I'm saying is when I'm looking at it, and again, I'm not comparing Steve Kerr to like right now, like because it'd be too much turnover. What I'm saying is
Yeah.
when I look at Steve Kerr, and I'm just talking about when we talk about great coaches.
Yeah.
For example, Phil Jackson, when he came back to the Lakers, both of those Laker teams were terrible ass, but both of those Laker teams were in the playoffs in the West. Both of those years before the Lakers went on a three when they went to the finals 3 straight years. That 5-year run of Phil Jackson to me was his greatest coaching job than the 6 he won with the Bulls, and the first 3 he won with the Lakers, because those Laker teams, go look at them, were not that good.
This is when they had Artez, Odom, Kobe,
But yeah,
Gasol.
that's it.
Yeah,
Ronnie Turiaf.
those are
Did
a
you
lot of
say
people.
that's it?
No,
Did
what
he
I'm
just say
saying
that,
is,
bro? Did he really just
no,
say?
wait,
That's
out.
it? What
That's
do you
it?
mean?
I just
Time
gave you
out.
Come
4
on,
questions,
DJ.
bro.
Okay,
I just
wait.
Come
gave you
on,
some,
come
Okay,
on,
time out.
Reed. Come on,
bro.
come on.
Come on, bro.
Is Pau Gasol a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Don't be.
No.
Yes, he will.
Come
Oh,
on.
because it's the NBA. Time
He
out.
will be.
Let's
Don't do
Don't
that.
do that.
Don't
it's the
do
Don't
that,
NBA.
you
bro.
Everybody
you
get it.
you
The NBA
downplaying
is
do
a
it.
that,
You
bro.
hall of
You
everybody
wildin'.
downplaying it.
gets in.
You
The
wildin',
Don't
NBA
dog.
is
do
a
that.
You
everybody
wildin',
gets in
dog.
the NBA.
You
So
lying,
everybody
dog.
that
I
you
got a
just
shot to get in the
named
Hall
on
of
that
Fame in the
team,
NBA.
You wildin'.
Huh?
the
Ron
only person who's
Artez,
gonna be a
Lamar
question mark
Odom.
might be Odom. But
Listen,
Paul Gasol going in, Kobe
but
going in,
but
Artest is gonna
that's
go in.
that's the second year. The first year it was Powell, Lamar. So the starting 5 was
Bynum, that's
Bynum.
Bynum year.
So it was Bynum, Powell,
Derek Fisher.
Ariza, Kobe, and Fisher. Off the bench, you had Jordan Farmar, Shannon Brown, Sasha Vujacic, Lamar Odom, Ronnie
Bro, that team
Turiaf.
ain't that bad, dog.
What?
Yo, you bugging.
So
San
I'm a
Antonio
Laker.
was athletic.
the bench is gonna be questionable, but your top six, bro, I put them up against
Yo,
anybody.
Lamar Odom is still one of the best six men to do it when he locked in. Come on, man. That
6'10", point
6'10"
forward.
lefty, point
Come
forward.
on, come
Make
on.
come on, dog. Stop playing. You had
Don't do
Bynum
that. And
and
you, and the bad
Gasol.
part about it
Stop
is
playing with me,
you a
man.
Laker fan, bro.
Come
Come
on,
on,
bro.
don't
Stop
do
doing
that.
that,
I'm a
dog.
realist. I'm
No,
gonna talk
that
about
ain't
my team for
nah,
real.
bro. You wild,
Lamar
dog.
Odom had
You was better
enough.
when you said they had
Hey,
Kwame Brown. I would have gave you more
no.
slack. I would have been
And,
like,
and again, with Kwame Brown, the Lakers
Kwame.
made the playoffs.
I would have
When
been
Kwame
like,
Brown, when Kwame Brown,
good
the
for you,
Lakers had
man.
Smush Parker and Kwame Brown and Chris Mim.
You
I
better
was I
off
was
to
there
say
for them
that.
team too.
Who was the
Yeah.
coach?
Phil Jackson.
All right, I'll give you that. Don't do the other ones. The other ones don't
I'm,
count,
I'm,
bro.
I'm what I'm saying is overall, Steve Kerr is good, not great.
I
So
got
we
you.
need to stop giving
I get what
Steve
you're saying.
Kerr this great moniker because he has failed to really develop guys to become better than what they are. Like, Jordan Poole was his, to me, his swan song. But what happened? He let Draymond beat him up and got him up out of there. Never what it didn't happen. We got to talk about what happened.
I like that. Anyway,
All right,
man,
brother.
moving on to the